sunglasses. So I should say two quick things. I'm going to only read one poem. So this is a revision of a poem that I read at our very first gathering, which I'm pretty sure actually got us thrown out of the library. So the subject matter and the language is equally frank. And some of you, I know Joel knows this poem, so, and Emery as well. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is I am, like Aubrey said, reading as the opener next month. So there's maybe 3 or 4 poems that I've written that I would rather stick pins in my eyes than read in front of my parents. And this is one of them. So if I offend anyone, I'm not really that sorry about it. Okay, so this is Who's Fucking Who, a revision. In trying to be wild, to really open up, it occurs to me that the poem in praise of the sex I once had with my ex, and it was always, all the time, sometimes 4 times in a day, and usually twice. Even after the baby came, we found time to take absurd, extreme pleasure in the weird diametrics of our bodies. He so big, I so small, the heaviness of it all the time, the collapse. Sometimes all he needed was to slap his thick cock against my round ass, poised almost and waiting in the air for the big moment, and I would shake with want, with lack, and even now, with the distance, the time, it's almost enough to make me want it back, or at least to drop this pen and slide 2 fingers deep inside myself. It's almost nothing. It occurs to me that the poem I wrote years ago in praise of our fucking was packed tight with lies, barely worth the time it took to say them, to unpack them, deconstruct the form of what we look like to others, to ourselves, to delve into the imagined freeways each time I had, to delve into the imagined freeways I had each time he pushed his tongue against my clit. Recall the time he told me how his ex-wife plucked a redhead like from thin and sexy air for the 2 of them to share. That redhead, she haunts my bed. Her perfect tits, her milky skin. His cock goes in and out. She moans. I watch. Phone it in. Can someone tell me, please, where she ends, where I begin? Imagine a poem bold enough to hold us all, to figure which is her, which is him, bathed in the dim light of truth that lovers use to hide their bodies' lines. Their bodies lie. I cry out. I try, and this is still about that dimming, that cave. Once I gave a person every single thing. Take it, I said, take it all. Here is every song I ever wrote. Take them, take each slatted, black-lined measure, take their polka-dotted notes, take their feathered fantails hanging off their backs like half-shrugged ladies' coats. They are rushing toward their double-barred exhale, a final curtain call. I gave you this, I gave you that, my heart, that chump. You took it all and fled, and still this poem praises you, your body in my body, your body